Okay, here's the good news. No one knows you, no one knows me. Not yet. If you're going to make a mistake, this is the best time to do it. Let's talk. I just uploaded my first YouTube video on December 29th, 2025. That's not even a full month ago. And already I've learned four very big things that I think is going to make a difference if you are starting off your video or if you're considering doing your very first video on YouTube. Freebie says, just go for it. You got nothing to lose, everything to gain. And if you stick around a little longer, I'll give you a bonus freebie. The first lesson is to find one person and stick with it. When I say find one person, I'm talking about one person that you can follow the instructions from, one person that you can follow the pattern of, one person that might give you a pretty steady model that you can, to keep pace with, follow along, pause if you need to, see if they're going too fast or too slow for your instruction learning level, and just go with that. There are a host of content creators here on YouTube that are going to give you a lot of great advice. I suggest just finding the one person that you can rock with, follow those instructions, find your own vibe, kind of like a recipe, adding your own ingredients. But you got to start somewhere if you're starting from scratch, like me, because I got to put in some elbow grease, a lot of elbow grease. Another point is don't take too terribly long to get to your point. Even if you know what you want to say, it's really, really important to have a structure of your conversation. It's not only going to help you tell the story or give the dialogue of whatever it is you're trying to share or teach, it's also going to keep you on pace and make your life a whole lot easier, especially when it comes to editing. More than that, it's going to keep you from sounding like you're rambling or getting too loquacious and too chatty. People won't mind listening to your conversation once they get to know you. After that, they'll sit and listen to anything you want to tell them. The point is, stick to one conversation, follow it, and move on. You know what I just realized? I was rocking this camera back and forth by putting my feet up on the platform that you can't see, and it was causing a whole lot of movement. And I ain't gonna re-record this video. This one's probably your favorite. Either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. Editing. I personally love editing. I feel like I'm a natural artist, and so putting the pieces together like it's a puzzle, knowing the sort of desired outcome, and then having a framework of trying to put this corner together or this circle area together, whatever it is, the editing process can be pretty challenging. But the good news is, in the beginning, you really don't have to worry about that. Just pick up your camera, hit record, and start talking. You'll find your way. Even with me, one of the best tips I learned from Erin on Demand right here on YouTube, she gave the suggestion of just throwing spaghetti at the wall. She said, just talk about anything. If she had the opportunity to restart her YouTube career and a new channel, she wouldn't stick to just one particular topic. She would talk about a lot of different things because you don't know what's going to stick. You don't know what your audience is going to want. And quite frankly, the last thing you want to do is get stuck talking about something that's going to make you bored. You're going to get tired of it. And then before you even get to the halfway point, you'll be burnt out. And we don't want to do that. We want to learn from you. You have a lot to teach us, and you have a very, very unique voice. We all hear about the same things, don't we? But we find that one person or persons that we resonate with and we follow along. So you're one of those people. Don't quit, don't give up. Remember, I just uploaded my very first YouTube video, and already I can show you the reasons why I cringe when I thought was really great. No. Point number four, and this is probably the most important outside of the bonus that I'm going to tell you about before the end of the video: eye contact. Eye contact is critical. When we're having a conversation with everyday people, we want to have eye contact. If you're going to hide behind your shades, now some people, maybe it's not hiding. Again, I think I've mentioned to you all before, I'm sometimes prone to migraines, not headaches. Big, big difference, migraines. And when you get a migraine, you deal with a whole different level of symptoms. And I'm not going to go off on a tangent. I'm going to follow my own advice and stick to the structure of the conversation. But when people have migraines, oftentimes they will wear shades. But other times people are wearing shades, it might look like that, but they're probably medicated glasses. I have tinted lenses and it might look like shades to you. They're not. Or maybe somebody's got transitional lenses. All those wonderful things. If you're outside, the lenses get dark. If you come inside, they're clear again. All those things notwithstanding, those are not the people I'm talking to. I'm talking about eye contact when you don't have a migraine, when you're not wearing your tinted lenses, when you don't have transitional lenses on, and you're inside and you don't have to worry about the sun tinting your lenses for you. I'm talking about direct eye contact. The very first video I uploaded, I had a great time with it. But the problem was, I didn't stick to the conversation. I added new things that I thought would be great to the conversation. And it probably will be once people get to know me, once they get to know me. But I went on some tangents, and I also didn't realize I wasn't looking at the camera. I was looking at the viewfinder, where I thought that was going to be my viewpoint. No, that was the camera. I was supposed to be looking at the lens. And so, sorry, I spent the entire video doing this, talking to you. Well, I thought I was talking to you, but I was talking to the camera, and really, there was no eye contact. And so, I labored over whether or not I was going to take that video down. And long story short, no, I'm not, because I think it's very, very important to follow the graduation of your progress and let other people see that beautiful progression, that grand progression of where you started from and where you are today, even if it's only been a few weeks. Now, that was a freebie I wasn't planning on sharing with you. The bonus, and perhaps the most important, the biggest thing I have learned since uploading my very first video on December 29th, 2025. And today is what? January the 1st. It is New Year's Day, 2026. The very biggest lesson I learned was roots, gaining roots. If you have a little time, and right now I'm on borrowed time, so to speak, because I'm on winter break. I'm an educator, and winter break has to come to its conclusion because got to go back to school, got to finish teaching the children. So I've got a little bit of extra leeway, a little extra time I'm probably going to have to haggle with when the school starts back up. However, the benefit of having this downtime has given me the opportunity to learn my own lessons. It's given me the opportunity to learn, meaning I didn't outsource for editing. I didn't outsource for a lot of things I could have outsourced for because I'm still learning how to do SEO, searchable engine keywords. I'm still learning how to pin comments so that it'll be at the top and help to engage audiences in the comment section. I'm still learning how to do a lot of things, write hooks or what have you. And really, you know, if you do the roots, if you take the time to give yourself a chance to learn, you're gaining the roots and they're going to run deep. By that, I mean, it's nothing like doing something yourself, putting your own hands to the plow. Think about a tree. If a person comes and plants a tree in your backyard, they dig a hole, they drop it in there, and then they bury it. A storm comes along and high winds, turbulent, possibly debris flying back and forth. That tree is not likely to withstand that storm because it hasn't had a chance to gain any roots that dig deep into the soil and into the ground and give a solid foundation for where it's standing. When you take the time to do it yourself, you're learning your weaknesses, you're learning your strengths. You'll get to do things more quickly. This time, about 2, 3 weeks ago, it took me forever. I had the video recorded, my very first video that I finally uploaded. I had it recorded months ago. But I messed around trying to do editing, da 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 da, adding B-roll, da 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 da, trying to tell a story, da 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 da, that really didn't even match the thumbnail. And so therefore, after learning weeks later, after I uploaded it, I understood after watching it, well, it's a nice video, yes. However, it's not giving people what you're promising them. If you're telling somebody you're going to give them some steps to something they're learning, then they want to hear those steps right away. They want to get right to it, get right to the point. Don't start talking about, well, hey y'all, I got a headache, my hair. Don't stop all the extra fat. Just cut all that out until you get to know your audience. Until they get to know you, just get to the point. Keep your conversation structured, make direct eye contact, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. This is great. This is the sweet spot of beginning your YouTube channel. your YouTube journey because you don't know where the conversation is going to take you. I think my channel is going to be about fragrance. However, the more I've done a video, the more I've done some recording, I'm learning that I want to talk about a lot of different things. And it's probably going to venture away from fragrance, whereas fragrance might be my baseline of how I start a lot of parts of my day. Fragrance might be the baseline of how I include it in my day and the way I'm feeling and the way I want to express my emotions, but it's not the only part of my day. So, talking about different things on YouTube, sharing your different experiences, talking about how you feel, asking people about what they feel, finding out what the engagement process is, it's all a part of the learning, and this is the best part of where we are in the beginning. So in the meantime, I am Latricia Renee. This is Becoming Beautiful You. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you in the next video.